認めろよ。お前の指示でカリブリスを復活させたってことはフォビアって魔人が証言してくれるぜ。そして実際にお前の配下がカリブリスへと変身して暴走した。これが明確な証拠ってもんだ。はったりと思うならそれでもいいさ。そう思ったもの死ね。死ね。缶の光に焼き貫かれて。Rimuru Tempest. So give me a royalty, 'cause I'm taking royalty. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Let's soon give me a royalty. 演出が過ぎるな。お迎えに参りました、ラミリス様。扉の先に待つのはこの世界の支配者たち。どうぞこちらへ。やばい。明らかに別格。最古の魔王の一人、ギー・クリムゾンか。8人に欲しい。8分オクタグラム。
Rimuru Tempest is not as strong as you might think. It's just a poor slime, after all. But since being dubbed the Chaos Creator, Rimuru Tempest is literally invincible.
して二度と復活できないようにしてあげましょう。圧倒的な強さ。まさか貴様
These demons are rather unorthodox, so they can be quite troublesome. And in place of a name, they're instead referred to by their signature color. The red progenitor is known as rouge, the white progenitor, blanc, and the black progenitor is called noir.
It can't be possible. They're legendary beings that can potentially surpass even demon lords. Everything's starting to make sense now. Damn it! Demon Lord Rimuru's gotta be completely out of his mind! Why in the world would he give a being like this a name?
Despair time. 深淵の底で悔やむがいい。さて、リムル様にご報告差し上げなければ。見どころを知らぬ者たち、愚かな。できるというのか。
心配無用ですわ。アライメントフィールド。
In the world of tensura, there exists an absolute unbendable rule. One that not only surpasses the very laws of nature, but also bypasses their very purpose completely. The rule I'm talking about here is the one that dictates that ultimate skills are the ultimate power. The unrivaled ability to treat the very laws of nature as nothing more than trivial suggestions. The idea here is that an ultimate skill can only be countered by another ultimate skill. That's why any person who possesses one is considered to be extremely powerful. I have no interest in chasing power merely for its own sake. Power without ambition to give it purpose or ideals to give it guidance serves no one. My drive to seek power is born not from a desire to possess it, but from a deeper ambition, the wish to accomplish something meaningful with it. Only then does power gain substance, transforming from an empty tool into a force that can shape, build, or protect. I want to fight Demon Lord Rimuru. If Hinata couldn't beat him, what chance do I have? That's true. Their duel ended a draw, but some find it more convenient to say she lost. Of course, it's impressive enough to fight the Saint to a standstill. That Demon Lord's the real deal.
Really forbidden? Why?
Beats me.
Wait, Veldora?
Rimuru, does he work for you? I haven't seen it before.
Oh, he's actually a buddy of mine. Let me introduce you to him. His name is Veldora.
Veldora? 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 Yep, I'm the Great Storm Dragon Veldora Tempest. In the world of Tensura, there are many powerful races, demons, spirits, and other fearsome entities. But true dragons are by far the strongest. Only 5 are known to exist. Star King Dragon Veldanava, Frost Dragon Velzard, Scorch Dragon Velgrin, Storm Dragon Veldora, Chaos Creator Rimuru.
Don't be naive. Development in the forest of Jura will change everything. The reason no one has ever done it before is because there's nothing to be gained from it. But things have changed. The vast territory to the south of the forest falls under Demon Lord Maline's domain. Backed by overwhelming military might, the region is sure to prosper. To the west lies the western provinces. In the north, the armed nation of Dwargon. Looking at the map, the country that will connect all these nations is the newly founded Rimuru Tempest Federation.
My judgment is absolute, and justice itself. You ignorant fools that have notions of thinking for yourselves will never attain the ideal world that you strive for. Tensura book.
それにあまり派手にしすぎると天使の攻撃を受けるわよ。天使か。こちらに手を出すというなら迎え撃つまでだ。 Great Tenma War. The 500-year cycle of this great war begins with the invasion of the angels. Their targets are developed cities. The reason is unknown. Ahora puedes llamarme diablo.
Zegion, the son of insect king Zalanus and the grandson of evil god Ivaraj. He was once a simple insect monster in the forest of Jura, tasked with protecting Apito. After joining the Tempest Federation and being trained under Veldora's tutelage, while also being optimized by Wisdom Lord Raphael, Zegion became existence comparable to primordial demons and true dragons.
If we ain't talking money, then I'ma plead the fifth.
Veldora is attacked by his older sister, Belgrin. Fearing that Rimuru will be affected, he cuts the connection with him. Rimuru, knowing the situation, he goes to Veldora. Veldora was attacked and had his mind manipulated. Rimuru faces two true dragons alone. The so-called strongest nation in the world, the Eastern Empire, formerly known as the Kingdom of Nazca, mobilized its mightiest military force, a legion of 2 million elite soldiers, with the sole objective of annihilating the Jura Tempest Federation and subjugating the Great Jura Forest. This reckless act of war did not escape the notice of Rimuru's nation. In preparation, Tempest activated its ultimate safeguard, the dungeon defense system. Every citizen of Tempest was safely teleported to the deepest layer of the labyrinth, forcing the Imperial Army to conquer each floor and overcome every Guardian if they wished to claim victory. Yet despite their overwhelming numbers and rigorous training, the Empire's forces faltered. Not a single one among them could surpass Floor 80, where the true trials began. Their so-called invincible strength crumbled into despair. My
Michael realized that his body was disintegrating. He was the first being to bear witness to the strongest ultimate skill, Void God Azathoth. And before he had time to face that inescapable reality. So then, do you have any last words? Rimuru asked him. Accepting defeat, Michael thought to himself. How could he have lost when he had outperformed them in every way? He could not find the answer. That's why he asked a different question rather than sighing in defeat. You, who are you? To which Rimuru replied with a puzzled look. Hey, me, I'm just a slime. Azathoth, God of Void, is one of Rimuru Tempest's ultimate skills, and the strongest ultimate skill in Tensura. With this skill, Rimuru has complete control over space-time. It was created by Ciel, combining the ultimate skills, Beelzebub and Raphael. The ultimate skills, Eldora and Belgrade, were also merged with it. Its sub-skills are Soul Gluttony, Nihility Collapse, Imaginary Space, True Dragon Release, Space-Time Domination, Multi-Dimensional Barrier, Time Wrap, Imaginary Blade, and many more. The game was over, but the seeds of conflict were still smoldering. And that would be the signal for the beginning of the worldwide demon war, Tenma.
The Tempest Federation, a nation founded by Rimuru Tempest. It started as a small goblin village and evolved into the most powerful nation in Tensura.